Welcome to the Geekz, 31 Days of Horror for Halloween. This is Lil.
This is Steve.
And this is Sean.
And today we're reviewing the most scariest movie we've ever done. Well, not really, but it's a sci-fi horror film.
I've done plenty of those. I do plenty of those non-scary movies.
That is very, very true. Today we're reviewing Life from 2017. So for those of you who have not been with us before, we will play for you our rating system.
Has a rating system in place that we like to call 0 to 0. If whatever horror movie we're reviewing is terrifying only to the most infantile who get nightmares from PG-13 reboots, it gets a 0. If it's a gorgasm-inducing slaughter party that satiates your most devious and monstrous desires, it gets a hero.
A team of scientists aboard the International Space Station discover a rapidly evolving life form that caused extinction on Mars and now threatens all life on Earth. Did they say it extinct all life on Mars?
Yeah.
I don't know. That must have been a drop line at first. Starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Rebecca Ferguson, Ryan Reynolds, and others. Not many.
What a cast.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a good cast.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's funny because I never saw this movie. I wanted to see it. I saw the trailer. I'm like, well, this should have been Venom.
Oh.
I still think this should have been Venom.
Yeah.
And it was a Sony picture, why not make it Venom?
What if the fucking credits hit? It was like Venom, run and get him,
You know what?
Venom. Like, oh shit!
I wanted it.
That's all I needed. I would have been fine with that, especially because it crashed on Earth.
So I picked this one. I picked all this whole section we're doing, but I picked Life, and the reason why is it's not a conventional horror movie, but it does check a lot of the boxes off. I mean, it's a fucking monster movie. There's a high body count in this.
It's a creature feature. That's what I feel like.
And at the end of it, unforetold amounts of death.
Wow,
so, and it has a great twist ending. I thought the acting was top notch. The special effects were great. The music again is phenomenal. Has a great score. I thought, yeah, it's a creature feature sci-fi horror film. The same horror that I would say is like Alien, something like
Alien, Event Horizon kind of thing.
Well, Event Horizon wasn't aliens; that was Ghost in Space.
Ghost in Space, I get it, but I'm just saying, like, you get that creepy enclosure feeling, right? Like in all these movies,
tight spaces, all that.
That one we did last year with what's her face in the ocean, right? Like, it's got that similar vibe. What the hell was that movie?
The one with
the one from Twilight.
Yeah, that shit was awesome.
Underwater.
Underwater, yeah.
Yeah, so it's all those types of movies. You know, The Abyss. You can all those where you're trapped, and you can't go outside because if you go outside, you die. You know, like it's and if you stay inside, you die. So I'll start since it's the first time I've watched this movie. I'm going to give it a hero. I really did enjoy it. I thought it was really well done. Again, I'm still pissed that this should have been somehow tied into a Venom movie. I mean, it just so makes freaking sense here. But in what it was, especially for 2017, pretty good special effects. Some of the CG blood stuff. I mean, I guess I don't know what it would look like in zero gravity. So I guess
it looked convincing enough for me.
Yeah, it's enough for me too.
there was some really good scenes. Some really scenes where I'm like, you're supposed to be the smartest person, that can't be replaced, and you made the dumbest decisions ever. But I mean, if he didn't make the dumb decisions, we wouldn't have a movie. So, really, really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I give it a hero.
Yeah. Sean.
Well, I give it a hero.
Okay.
I
also
loved it. I enjoyed the shit. Like I see this in the theaters, so I like it.
I did not see it in the theater, but I do give it a hero. I think besides one mistake, besides that one, the handler guy, if he doesn't poke the alien,
agreed,
then we're all good. But like, he's got to poke the alien. But that's the same shit that happened in Prometheus. Oh, what are you, big girl? Like, it's a fucking alien. Get away from it. And it has lots of teeth and shit. I don't know. Besides his mistake, I thought everybody else like was acting 100% rationally. I don't think anybody made any giant mistakes. I mean, I think the only one else was like Ryan Reynolds when he like tried to get the one guy out of there. Was like, but I'm going into spoilers and shit. I already said that I thought the acting, special effects, and the music were great. It's a hero. I'm glad you liked it a lot. I didn't know you'd never seen it before. So
Yeah, I thought you'd seen this before. That's why I was like, oh, I thought a little seen this before. I thought we talked about it on the show, actually.
No, we talked about the trailer, but I don't think I ever talked. I think you talked about it when you went to the theater to see it.
I probably did.
And you had mentioned like the blood and stuff in the zero gravity. Like there's no fake gravity in this movie. They're all floating around the whole damn time, and I thought that they did a pretty good job with that.
And Steve, I mean, Rebecca Ferguson.
It's great. A vision, even in space. But like, there's that scene. There's a couple of scenes where like somebody will spit some blood up, and it's just like there's a shot from behind him, and like the whole area in front of him is just this liquid plume, and it's just like,
I like that. I was dope.
That's fucking cool looking. Like, it's a whole different way to show blood splatter, and like, it's just like a different take on a monster movie. A lot of times you'll get the claw coming across and there's blood all over the wall. Well, it doesn't happen like that in space. It just kind of floats out in a big pool. It's pretty unnerving.
Yeah.
And this alien's a motherfucker.
Yeah,
what a rascally fucking rabbit, this guy.
Fucking disgusting. I hate the way that shit looked. It looked gross to me. Like, that's like the shit of nightmares. Like,
that's what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to
just something like of that nature. It was just like, ugh.
And it finds very creative ways to kill people.
It did.
And it's smart as shit. That's the thing, man. Right.
The line you gave about like they didn't say for sure, like, oh, we found this document that shows that this is what killed all life on Mars. They just basically say like the way this thing's acting, if there's any more of it, they probably killed everything on Mars.
Yeah.
Moving on.
So, I totally must have missed the line, but that's okay. So, all right. Well, with that, let's get into some spoilers.
Spoilers.
So, we're not going to go shot by shot. This movie's quite old, but I think we should get to the first kill. I think that was the big one. It was shocking to me. Ryan Reynolds was the first one to die.
Yeah. I was like,
I see him on the poster. I'm like, oh shit! All right, Ryan Reynolds, Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm like, Deadpool, Mysterio. All right, let's go. And then Ryan Reynolds is Steve. You're saying I actually felt it was a kind of dumb move on his part. Like, you see the one doctor, like his hand is destroyed, and because he's touching the alien, he's playing with the alien. I'm like, well, that's
Yeah, but Ryan Reynolds is not
I get it. Ryan
Reynolds is not a scientist. He's not. He's like an engineer / security. He's like there for that shit.
I know.
And
I know.
his thing was like, his brain isn't going to get him out of this situation.
Yes,
that dude in there, his brain is. So he's going to swap. And he tried to get out, but he just couldn't quite make it.
Yeah. No, I get it, but
gave it a hell of a shot with that little flamethrower gun he's got. That was pretty sweet.
He did, but then he left it on, and then it caused another problem. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, everybody, there's always little things everybody's doing. It's like, come on.
Every little fucking thing had a fucking circle, like it had something going to us. Like, shit. God damn it!
The fire comes on, so that's when the fucking sprinklers come out, and the alien was able to get out through the one last sprinkler hole. Bastard.
But Ryan Reynolds' death here, like that's what you were talking about, Steve. Like the blood kind of just splattering everywhere, but not splattering. I mean, like when it went into his mouth, and like you saw like Ryan Reynolds like swallowing it, like I was just like so disgusted.
Well, he wasn't swallowing it; he was trying to as hard.
No, I know it was.
Out,
yeah,
and it just powered through.
Yeah,
terrible.
Ripped up his insides and grew every time he killed and ate. It grew.
He got bigger and bigger.
Then, like, I forget. Like, they go to the captain goes out to do a spacewalk to repair some like communications thing that's down.
because they're trying to make an SOS to.
And the fucking alien's out there now. I don't know how it got out there. I don't.
Well, no, it got out there because she let it out because they went to go check this system thing, and it was empty.
Oh, that's right. It was in the little
and then because
it
we
ate all the
find out,
coolant.
yeah, we find out that it drinks like coolant and liquids, and it's gonna destroy all the fuel on the ship and everything. So it's like this alien's gonna just eat through everything, and it jumps out on her, and that's how it gets her.
That's a really crazy death too. This lady gets killed by the alien getting into her suit and then severing like the coolant lines in her suit, and her whole suit fills up with water, and she drowns
in space, and her body then just
Nuts.
floats forever. Like her body is going to, it's not going to rot because it's in space, right? Like it's just there. It's kind of a crazy
some
thing.
Aliens
right?
are going to find it like, what the fuck?
Preserved body, but still, like, damn, like that's a crazy death.
And then they go in the guy that has his hand got crippled in the beginning. They bring him in, and that thing's attached to his leg. The alien's like attached to his leg, just sucking him dry slowly. Like
that's the one thing I didn't get. Like, where did it get there? How did he get there, and why didn't he say anything before that?
I think he was out of it, man. Because right after that, he was like, he died. Like right after that, and he was talking crazy,
like cardiac arrest and stuff. Yeah.
And who knows if like that alien has like some weird shit where like it numbs you or something.
Well, that's what I thought it was.
Didn't it? It felt like was it the poison or something, like Jurassic Park kind of shit? I don't know. I felt like that.
Well, it did have like it kind of like made itself look bigger when it roared.
Yeah.
It was like put all its little arms out.
Yeah.
What do you think when it developed like that face?
Well, it gives me the fucking willies. That's what it does.
I like the fact that this movie, like the creature kept evolving. The creature kept changing. Every time you saw it, it was a little different, a little bit bigger. Some part of it was shaped a little different. Then all of a sudden it had this weird big fucking head. It wasn't a starfish no more. It was like, holy shit.
Yeah, fucking like.
Now it can bite me and do all the things that it's been doing. Great.
Fuck.
Now it can scream at me while it chases me and scares me to death.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yay.
Yes. So we started with what was it, 6 on ship, and then right here, like it just killed 3 people. Like
I love how Earth is like, we're gonna send people, and they show up there and they immediately die.
Immediately.
The whole half of that fucking ship gets destroyed. Like holy
it was crazy.
crap.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like they docked, opened the door, and it was like blood. Like I thought that was fucking awesome. Like they're trying to get out of there, and it just kind of, you could just, if you look past the main actor, if you look past Rebecca Ferguson and
Jake Gyllenhaal.
lots of Jake Gyllenhaal, you could see the astronauts in the background just being torn up.
Yeah.
And the little creature fucking zipping around.
Zipping around and shit. I was like, God damn.
It's like a shark movie almost. It was like the way it would float through, you know, it was like almost like a.
That's a good. That you're right, Steve. Because especially like in those scenes, because you get those scenes like that one scene where the one guy was in his bed trapped, right, and it's like opens his face and it's staring right at him. It's like when they're in the cage in the shark movie, and the shark's right there, kind of staring at you. You know, that's it. That's a good call. It's a good call. It's like a shark movie. You know.
And then so they're down to 2 now. It's down to Rebecca Ferguson and Jake Gyllenhaal. And Jake Gyllenhaal is like, all right, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to lure it into my escape pod, and I'm going to shoot myself into deep space.
Yeah.
Where it's going to die. It's going to eat me and whatever, but it's going to be dead out there. You can't let it get to Earth. The fucking space station's coming down. It's on a trajectory to fucking crash land into Earth. So it's coming down. So, and Rebecca Ferguson is going to go to the Earth and fucking tell everybody what happened and blah, blah, blah.
That's not the fucking case.
I knew this was going to happen.
I didn't think it was going to happen, to be honest. I was kind of like,
escape pods, and like one of them starts going down into the fucking atmosphere, and like you go to Rebecca Ferguson's pod, and she's like, nah, and you're like, okay. And then the alien's attacking the shit out of Jake Gyllenhaal, and he's like, he's trying to pilot the thing, and it's like reaching down and trying to move the stick too. Like, what the fuck?
And then it's opened up his fucking shit.
Well, you knew it when it didn't show who was in the pods for so long. I was like, oh no! Like
I didn't realize. I thought it was
fishermen going over to see this pod, and they fucking look in the window, and you just see the alien and Jake Gyllenhaal, and he's like, no! And then it smash cut to Rebecca Ferguson
Yeah, what the hell did it do? You see, like
flying into fucking.
Yeah, I
the
don't
alien
know what
like
the
just
fuck
like
it did.
spread and it's weird. It felt
That
like it was
that
like,
looked like
muffled.
Venom. It was like
It
webs. Imagine if it was like black webs in there.
That's all they had to do was make this thing black goo,
Black.
and it would have been
No.
Venom.
And then all you see is Rebecca Ferguson.
Yeah, that's how the movie ends, with her flying into deep space to die
with
of
no
starvation.
control. Yeah. And the alien on Earth,
On Earth.
in
the
water.
ocean.
Yeah, where it's going to just eat all the ocean and just grow. It's going to be a kaiju. Could you imagine that thing just stepping out of the water like as a giant kaiju?
And the way it eats and drinks anything, it'll just eat buildings and shit and grow. Like
the whole planet's gone. Thanks
Great
a lot.
movie.
Thanks a lot, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Great movie.
No,
it's a good movie.
they could have found a way to kill that shit. I mean, goddamn, it was only one of them.
Well, they tried to burn it. It didn't do anything.
Oh, I know.
They,
Right?
you know,
The military would have figured it out probably at some point, though, right?
it's goo. Like what is it going to be? Like it just absorbs everything. It moves so fast. It seems like it took a lot of.
I think cold don't even kill it either, right?
No, it puts it in hibernation. But
Yeah.
how you have what kind of cold?
Yeah,
You know what I
just
thought?
freeze.
You know what? Another thing I thought too, Steve, with this and Sean was like, if imagine if this escape pod like landed, because like when they were showing like the shots of Earth, I'm like, oh, I wonder if this lands like in the one of the poles, right? And then it becomes kind of like a prequel to the Thing.
The Thing that would have been fucking.
You know what I mean? Like if it ended up doing something like that
There's
too.
so many things it could have been. It's like, this could have been. Oh,
It could have been all those things, but what it was a hero.
It's still
It
a
was
good
an awesome
movie.
fucking
Yeah,
movie.
it's still a good
So,
movie. I love it. I mean, that's all I'm saying is the reason why I wanted it to be Venom is because I thought it would have been a really cool Venom origin story. They're so stuck on making these Venom movies. Like, there's your origin story, and you didn't even need to make him Venom. And then you could have done your thing. So
Not enough creature features, so I'm gonna try to squeeze in a few more this year.
for sure.
What's a good creature feature now? You guys gotta let me know.
Well, when we figure it out, we'll let you know. So, all right. Well, that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for your support. This is Lil.
This is Sean.
And this is Steven. Until tomorrow night, everybody, keep it creepy.